Man, I have no idea what's going on tonight. Tonight's one of them nights, man. Like dead ass. Tonight's one of them nights. If this shit cut off again, I'm gonna restart the Wi-Fi. I had no idea what's going on tonight. Yeah, I didn't know what was gonna happen, my nigga. Of course, I would have each other pulled up, but I didn't know all this was gonna happen. But the Wi-Fi is stupid tonight. If it cut off one more time, I'm gonna restart it. Y'all just be patient with me out there, man. I'm gonna give it a chance for it to see if it's gonna cut off or not. But if it cut off again, I'm just gonna restart the whole my whole little Wi-Fi plug, and then we're gonna rock out like that. So I'm still gonna give people time to jump on before I get started. But in the midst of everything, I just posted the topics on the page. Let me see. All right. So if this thing cut off again, yeah, I got you, man. I'm gonna take my time though. You know, if this shit cut off again, it's pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that this shit just need to get fucking restarted, and then we'll be rock and rolling then. But I posted topics, all the topics on the page and shit. We're gonna talk about Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat, Bill Cosby getting released, all the NBA injuries, and Sha'Carri, track star that tested positive for marijuana, and we're gonna talk about that Soul Cap too. That's all in one with the motherfucking Olympics that's coming up and shit. But let me get this shit time, man. Cause this shit cut off again. I'm just gonna restart the whole Wi-Fi plug. Yeah, that's probably all it needed. But yeah, man, y'all hit the line, man. If this everything go right, hit the line. 446 9036 910 446 9036 for people that don't live in Fayetteville. I'm gonna rock this bitch out. I'm gonna give it time, cause I know as soon as I start this bitch gonna cut off. But it look like we still on right now. I took it off the charger. I put the damn puck on the laptop. All right. I'm gonna give people time to log on, man. Boy said Lima Charlie Smart. Bob Brown, what you working on over there, man? Bobby, you waiting? Y'all still hear me out there? Mark Brown, you still hear me? Just give me a little thumbs up or something. Oh, you texting me a track? I got you. Send that bitch through. Got it. Okay. Cool. All right. We finna get on into it, man. If this bitch cut off, man, be patient with me. It's just one of them days, man. Like technology just don't want to fucking work today. So. Boy, everything fucking up today. Damn, everything fucking up today, man. Really? Oh, Lord Jesus. Give me time. Mic check. Okay, we in the building right now. All right. Let's get this thing started, man.
Let's start the show.
Hello, everybody. Podcast. I'm your host, Sue Forever, and welcome back to the MID Podcast Show. Shout out to DJ VR.
It's DJ VR talking about the best repping, money earning, mouth burning. Relax and take notes.
Shout out to Shay Love out there. All right. It's just me tonight. Okay. VI and Shay Love, they have some other things they had to take care of. All right. You know what I'm saying? We all know that life happens. But fuck it, the show must go on. All right. So everybody that been following me on the podcast page and shit on Facebook and everything like that, I posted all the topics up. You know, we gonna get right into it. All right. So if you jumping on tonight, this call in with any type of opinion that you have. All right. 910-446-9036. All right. And we're gonna go through these topics, right? And I'm just gonna give my own opinion about it, right? So if y'all watching it and you want to call in, all right, just call straight in, and I'll put you on the show, and then I would like to hear everybody opinion when it comes to these topics and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna keep this a smooth, short show, all right? Like I said, it's just me running tonight, all right? But let's get into it. First topic, which a lot of niggas owe me money. A lot of niggas owe me money out here in these streets, right? So last night, Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown had a versus battle, right? And the funny thing is that a lot of niggas really thought that Bobby Brown was gonna wash Keith Sweat. And me personally, I don't know whether because of my mama or something like that. My mama played Keith Sweat way more than motherfucking Bobby Brown. I'm gonna tell you that much, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I think that was like that, right? So Bobby Brown tried to come in with the little hip hop thing, right? So he tried to use the hip hop drum line and the hi hats and just the hip hop drum beats that was floating around in the 1990s or something like that, right? But what Keith Sweat did, Keith Sweat kind of came out with that 808 bass line, and then he mixed it with the R&B, type of formula, right? And that's what I think that was sold me to Keith Sweat. Like, when Keith Sweat was popping, right? You gotta understand that in the South, especially in Florida, that booty shaking music was popping. That booty shaking music was popping, right? And shout out to Mark Brown, like, yeah, never could Bobby Brown fuck with Keith. You right on that. So my thing was when it came to Keith Sweat, and you gotta think about back in those days, like if you was from the South, you would understand that like the booty shaking music was popping, right? You had 95 South, you had 69 Boys, you had 2 Live Crew, you had all that stuff from the 80s to the 90s, right? Keith Sweat kind of snuck in the middle of all that, and he was a writer, he was a producer, and what he did was he kind of combined the two. He had combined R&B mixed with that 808 that 808 booty music bass line, and then he put it into his music, and he was singing all over that shit. And he was a begging ass nigga, right? It wasn't really no nigga begging like that, maybe other than H-Town or something like that back in those days. And he made it cool to like, yo, I'm a beg for you, and then I'm gonna be nasty with it at the same time. Bobby Brown tried to use that New Jack Swing from Teddy Riley, right? That's how I look at it, right? He tried to rap on beats like Lords on the Underground or the shit that Red Mills was rapping on, Method Mill was rapping on back in those days, right? And he tried to sing over those beats. But I think Keith Sweat just kind of came in and said, you know what, I'm gonna put this 808 bass line behind me singing and begging with the fucking hi-hats and that snare, and that nigga just took off. Like, my mama was the one that put me on Keith Sweat. I was never really a Bobby Brown fan. Of course, I was a fan of his top singles. What's up, Roger? I was a fan of his top singles, of course. You know, every little step you take. You know, I mean, we got those hits. But I think last night really showed everybody, like, oh, okay. Now, Bobby Brown was popular off the point that, I mean, he was Bobby Brown, right? He was a bad boy. Also was a crackhead a little bit, right? But also, combine all that with him marrying Whitney Houston and having kids with her, you know what I'm saying? And Whitney Houston was such a big icon in our era, and her getting with the bad boy Bobby Brown, you know what I'm saying? I think that would really push Bobby Brown to the top. So when the versus battle came up with Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat, and niggas was coming at me like, oh no, Bobby Brown's gonna wash fucking Keith Sweat. I'm saying, what do you, I was still confused. Like, don't get it twisted. Just because this nigga was a bad boy, and I'm not talking about he was on that bad boy label Puff Daddy. I'm saying that, you know, he kind of went off as a rebel, right? And then he married one of the best R&B singers in the world, which is Whitney Houston. Don't get that confused that like this nigga didn't really have hits like that. And last night, that nigga was going through some hits. I was like, oh yeah, that nigga was on crack when he made that shit. He was on crack when he made that shit, because he the only one that think this song is a go. Right? So then Bobby Brown tried to cheat. That's right, Mark Brown. Bobby Brown tried to cheat. He tried to jump into the New Edition bag, which I knew he was gonna do that, because it's two bags that both of them can jump into. Bobby Brown can jump into the New Edition bag, and Keith Sweat can jump into the LSG bag. But it's a bag that Keith Sweat can jump into that Bobby Brown couldn't jump into, and that was his writing skills. Bobby Brown never, from what I know, from my knowledge, Bobby Brown never wrote any songs or produced any bangers. He was always the singer, right? And Keith Sweat really proved to him last night, like, oh, okay, all right, my nigga. Yeah, you had New Edition. That's cute. All right, you was like 12 years old, whatever. But not only do I have my own classics, I wrote classics for other people, and I'm going to play that shit tonight. And I think last night, it really made Bobby Brown look, it actually was a waste of time, to be honest with you. I literally watched that show. I watched that show to really listen to Keith Sweat. And you're right, Mark Brown, that was the first J&B, but uncrackheadish though. J&B ain't on drugs, right? I think J&B is the second generation of Bobby and Whitney. But and I'm gonna get back to that, Mark Brown, because I think you put into the universe that Beyonce made Jay, and I don't want to do that, because I think Whitney made Bobby. because Bobby was a crackhead and he still was moving just because of Whitney. Jay-Z still was his own entity, and Beyonce is still her own entity. But at the end of the day, both of them together get put together. It's like it's unstoppable, right? And you're right, Guzman, man. Johnny Gill was a songwriter, but when you talk about LSG, right? I think all of them had a part of writing songs for that group because they all were songwriters. And you're absolutely right. Like all of them were songwriters, right? And at the end of the day, like you got to give everybody credit when it comes to this, right? But Keith Sweat been writing hits for female groups, LSG, for himself, and everything, right? And I know everyone want to say that, and like Mark Brown said, like B&J, I guess you can say second generation of Bobby and Whitney, but just on a way more successful level. That's just how I look at it. Right, they might have looked at them and be like, you know what, we respect Bobby and Whitney, but I mean that drugs and shit. Hold up, but you know what though, I'm gonna take everything back. Whitney let Ray J smash. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about that. I think Ray J is the corniest nigga in the world. He is the, I mean he's a step below Nick Cannon. He's still successful. I mean, I'm not hating on his success. Nigga got more money than me. But at the end of the day, Ray J is way like he's the corniest person I have ever. I don't know. Ray J is just a whole different level of corny. I thought Nick Cannon was corny. He is corny, but Ray J is just a different level of corniness. But at the end of the day, that nigga still, from what I'm hearing from the documentaries and people witnessing this shit, Ray J smashed Whitney Houston. Now think about it, right? This is put this all in perspective. Now, everybody got ex-girlfriends and all that stuff, right? To me personally, I'll judge a girl off who she smashed or stomped. If you watched the last episode, you will understand that stomp is the new word for smash. So I judge a girl off who she stomped, right? Or who she let stomped. Let's put it like that, right? If she let a corny motherfucker stomp, I judge that girl a whole different way. Now I ain't gonna lie, Whitney Houston was like one of my top #1 R&B singers in the world, right? Until I heard that Ray J, it's a possibility that Ray J stomped Whitney. That's crazy to me. Brandy's little brother stomped Whitney Houston. That's crazy to me. Let me go to the comments real quick. I feel you, Guzman. No, Guzman, no, we're not saying that you was wrong or anything like that. I feel you like that. And I was just putting out there that I think all three of them had a piece of writing for LSG. But it's cool, though. I think we, me and you, Mark Brown, like we all in the same age bracket, my nigga. Like we know, nigga. But tell me how y'all feel about Ray J smashing Whitney Houston. Like, tell me about that shit. I'm gonna give y'all time to ponder on that one. Let me take me a sip while y'all ponder on Ray J smashing Whitney Houston. It's crazy, right? Now, do y'all look at Whitney Houston any differently because she smashed Ray J? I mean, that's like an honest question right there. Y'all answer that for me. And y'all can call in too, man. 910-446-9036. Let me hear what y'all got to say. Let me get some time. Nah, Guzman, nah. It's true, my nigga. You know who said that shit? Another corny nigga. What's his name? Fucking his name Hitmaker now. But what was that nigga name for? He was a rapper. What's his name? No, it wasn't him. Who was it? What's his name? Iceberg something shit. What's that motherfucking name? His name's Hitmaker now. Another lame nigga about to smash Whitney Houston. Hold on, I got a phone call coming in. Yep.
Yo.
What's up, my nigga?
What's good?
What's good?
So, of course, we're going to look at Whitney different.
Yes, okay.
Because, like you said, Ray J is just, you can't knock his success, but he's one of the fucking lamest, corniest niggas in the world.
I know.
You can't, he's trying to be thuggish, but it's just not in him, and we can see that.
Yeah.
Now, as far as these versus battles, me personally, I think they're going the wrong way.
Okay.
The Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown, let's kill that right now. There's no fucking way that Bobby Brown fucked Keith Sweat.
I don't know why niggas even thought that. Yeah.
Just like we knew that Gucci could not fuck with G.
Right.
We knew that.
You're right. We knew that. Yep.
However, these battles are becoming boring, just like Ashanti and Monica. That was a boring fucking battle. Who cares about this?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you talk battles, we want to see Jay-Z nod. You know what I'm saying? We want to see that some shit that's gonna keep us looking. You know what I'm saying? Keep us listening.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown's crackhead ass had no business on that stage with Keith Sweat.
Yeah, but you know what's funny, man? I was at work, and you know, somebody was like, yo, they got a surprise battle coming up. I said, all right, I like who? It was like Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown. I said, oh yeah, Keith Sweat about to fucking mop this nigga off the goddamn stage. And these niggas looked at me like I was crazy. I said, do y'all not listen to Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat? Are you fucking crazy? Like, Keith Sweat got banger after banger after, even the ones he wrote for. And because see, you know what's funny though? Bobby Brown was considered the bad boy, right? But Keith Sweat was that nigga was the bad boy. That nigga would beg for you, do some freaky shit, nigga, and then drop your ass off. That's a toxic nigga. Keith Sweat was a toxic nigga. That's worse than anything in the world. Bobby Brown let you know he a bad nigga. No, Keith Sweat is a toxic nigga. That nigga will beg for you to get all the way into your feelings, do some nasty shit to your ass, and drop your ass off, nigga. That nigga crazy, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my thoughts. But of course, we feel some type of way about Whitney letting Ray J, of all people, smack.
That's all people, man. And I know she was old and on that crack and shit. But at the end of the day, nigga, you Whitney Houston. Like, come on, man. And Ray J got that for the rest of his life. He smashed Whitney.
If you really remember, Ray J didn't get out there until after the Kim Kardashian sex tape.
You right. No, I mean,
you know, that's when Ray J just lost his fucking mind. And somebody told him that he was a thug, and he believed him.
Not even a thug. He just thought he was that nigga because he smashed Kim Kardashian. Now, I ain't gonna lie. He made Kim Kardashian and what she is. And I mean, I have seen that sex tape. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was knocking her ass down. You know, on no homo shit. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, that shit just went to his fucking head. And I think that real niggas had to calm that nigga down, like Fabulous. You know, he was going after Fabulous and shit. Like, you know, they would get the booty goons on this nigga. I said, damn, this nigga Ray J really think he that nigga? That shit's crazy, man.
Right. But those are my thoughts, man. I'm gonna make room for somebody else to call in. Much love, bro.
All right, man. Love you, man. Yep. Yeah, but anybody else, man, want to call in, man? While we still on this topic, man, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes before we move on. 910-446-9036. Anybody else want to call in? Tell me how you feel about all that shit, man. Matter of fact, call in and just tell me, like, who y'all think the next versus should be. Just tell me who the next versus should be, man. I'll pick it up, man. I'll give y'all a couple more minutes, man, while I take me another sip. And shout out to everybody in SoundCloud land, you know, Apple Music land, Spotify land, Spotify land, you know what I'm saying, for tuning in, man, and supporting me. Let me see who we got calling in right now, man. Yep.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Who is this, man?
Hey,
I know who this is, but
I find it hard to believe.
Hold on. I know who this is, but I want you to say who it is, because I like the way you know, saying you.
It's Goose.
It's Goose, nigga. What's up, nigga?
Well, like, I really find it hard to believe that Whitney and Ray J have something. Like, this is news to me. I'm finding like this is blowing my mind.
So
is this rumor or is this like fact?
Oh no, it's facts.
Before I say anything,
it's facts, right? So What I need you to do, man, I need you to go look at Nori Drink Champs, and he had what's the name on here? He go by Hitmaker now, but he used to be a rapper, some Iceberg or something. Young Bird. Okay.
Yeah, Young Bird. Yeah.
So Young Bird was on the Drink Champs with Noriega, and he told that story how he walked in on them. Whitney Houston was naked, and Ray J was in about to knock her ass down, and he ran up out the room. Now, he also kind of state like, oh, they had an ongoing thing. He just caught him that night in the hotel room. Now, and also keep in mind at that point, you know, Whitney was going on the drugs and shit. So you know, Ray J might have been supplying her the drugs and all type of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But go back.
Okay.
Drink Champs with Young Bird, but they're probably going to say Drink Champs with Hitmaker, and watch that interview. He said a couple of stories. Go ahead though.
All right. Okay. So that probably justifies some things because if you're talking about at a low point in her life where she was out of control, doing things like going on live TV saying crack is whack, then she's capable of anything. And as crazy as that sounds for her to be with Ray J, who's probably at the bottom of the food chain, in anything, says a lot of where she was at in her life, unfortunately.
And it does, but I hate that nigga got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a lot of niggas that had a girl, like, break their heart, and you hate that girl got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the rest of her life, she can run away like, I broke that nigga heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. And I hate that nigga got Whitney Houston heart at one point. I hate it. I really do hate it.
Yeah. I mean, that dude, everybody knows, man, that dude just, he basically was running off the coattails of Brandy. That's all it is to it.
Yeah.
He really, to me, he had never had no talent. And they tried so much to get him, to put him on the map. He just couldn't do it. It's just because of him.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like, you got a track with Lil' Kim, and you can't do a banger. Something's wrong. And I'm talking about Lil' Kim from back in the day, not this one. I'm talking about from the real Lil' Kim. I mean, all the bullshit surgeries.
I think that Wait a Minute that he did with Lil' Kim rose up.
Yeah.
That's it though. That's it. That's pretty much it. Like Ray J got a good strong 3 songs. He got a good strong 3 songs. I give to him. I would. It's Wait a Minute, Keep Your Head Up to the Sky, and shit, I don't even know the third one, nigga. I give them 2 though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's called It's On Tonight. Either way,
I think that's it. Yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
I can't. You know what I mean? Like, but like I said, like now thinking about it, it kind of does make sense because we all know how bad Whitney Houston was in those years, especially after Bobby. Post Bobby, she was really out of it. So she was capable of anything, and that's fact. So this is probably an example of it. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate because we all know how amazing she is. Like, that's like to me top 3 voices in history of music.
Yeah, that
top 3.
I Would Always Love You. That song with this. I mean that I Would Always Love You off the Bodyguard soundtrack. She kind of like really showed niggas again that she can really sing. You know, so and she was older at that point, singing through the crack. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was so. Yeah. But yeah, also to add on to this thing with Keith Sweat and because I felt the same way you did. Like I didn't even watch all of it because I knew like honestly how many songs can Bobby Brown really come at Keith Sweat? Keith Sweat is come on, like that dude is probably the most underrated people ever, in my opinion. I don't think he was appreciated as much as he should have been.
Yeah, he is.
Because that dude has some serious talent. Like, and Bobby Brown to me was overrated. Like you said, Whitney Houston was his greatest career accomplishment. Yeah. In New Edition, he wasn't even the baddest dude on that group. It was all about. It was really DeVoe, honestly.
It was.
Then, you know what I'm saying. And then, but he, I'm saying I'm not saying he cannot sing, but I'm saying he wasn't in the top level of that group, and he was, to put him in his verses. And when my man came on just before I did, he nailed it really on the head, like with the verses thing. It was a good concept at the beginning, but they kind of now it's getting to the point where they're just putting people together and hoping it works. Yeah, and it's like they need to stop with that.
Yep. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts, man.
So yeah, that's all I want to say. I'm still in shock. I'll look that up, but
look it up, man.
I mean, I can't believe it.
Drink
I can't believe
champs.
Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Whitney was in a bad place, but my God.
Yeah,
I
but,
remember Dave Chappelle, he said a joke one time. He's like, every female has that one dick that they regret. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
yeah, that is the one. But
You know what I mean? But
look up Noriega Drink Champs with Hitmaker or Young Bird, and he explains the whole shit. He explains a couple of crazy stories on there that I think that lame ass nigga shouldn't even been involved with.
wow.
Yeah. but thanks for calling in, my nigga.
Oh yeah, for sure. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, bro. Holla at you.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, man. We're gonna move to the next topic. All right, let me let my little iPad charge up for a second. I thought it was charging when I was gone, but I guess not. Whatever. All right, man. Let's move to the second subject. Let's go to Bill Cosby. Oh, Bill Cosby snuck his ass out of goddamn prison, huh? He snuck his ass out of prison. Now, this is one of them things that you got to be careful what you say, and you got to be careful what side that you on the defense with this, right? This is a tough one. Hold on real quick. Oh yeah, Whitney Houston did do the Super Bowl. Yeah, now champ. Yeah, I got you. But Bill Cosby, man. Bill Cosby had fought his case. He fought his case, and he out. He out here. He out here in these streets. He outside right now, right? And he already booking deals and everything to start his documentary about this whole situation. He already got shows booked up. Like, this old blind ass nigga is about to make some bread, which is crazy, right? Now, just the thing, like, you got to be careful on what side of the fence that you're going to jump on with this one, right? I'm going to sit on top of the fence. And I think I was like that the first time we ever talked about this, when Bill Cosby actually went to jail. Like, we already talked about that. It's just a weird situation. I don't know how you can come back 40, 50, 60 years and claim somebody did something to you, and then they actually get found guilty for it, right? I think that's a little crazy to me. But at the end of the day, if he did it, then he should be punished. But it's just kind of hard to prove all these type of things, right? They was talk about things back in the 60s and the 50s, and all of a sudden, like, just everybody, like, all these women just came out and said, like, oh, this dude did this to me. And this is why I got to be on the fence about this, right? Hold on real quick. Let me read some of these comments real quick before I get deep into it. He got out on a technical issue. Too many women with the accusations. He should be in prison. Okay. But I feel you. So it's just like I'm on the fence. And I'm speaking as a man in the military. That's how I'm speaking, right? I had some homeboys get caught up with a female that just said that she raped him. You know, that she just said that he raped her. That's it. That's it. And he was done. Now, with the Bill Cosby situation, it's like, who was there 45 years ago? You know what I'm saying? The statements are sealed. What statements are sealed? And put it in the comments so everybody can see what you're talking about. He admitted to it. Okay, all right. That's something that I didn't catch. I didn't think he admitted it to it. I think he just stayed quiet through the whole situation. That's what I saw. I saw him being quiet through the whole situation. I never seen Bill Cosby actually admitted to, drugging women and, doing whatever to him. I think I remember a situation where he said everybody was doing that in the 60s or the 70s or whatever. I think I remember him saying that everybody was doing this type of drug during that time period. Okay, all right. I mean, that's something I just don't know. All right. But at the end of the day, shit, that nigga out. And I'm trying to figure out what was missed. Hold on, I got a nigga calling in right now. Hold on, let me go ahead and get him set up. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Let's not do this, bro.
I'm just speaking. What's up? What's going on?
Listen. Let's be realistic. Okay.
But hold on. Before you get into it, I'm just saying I never heard him admit to anything. I
never heard him
quiet.
admit to anything.
Okay, all right.
Furthermore, we're talking a whole decade.
Mm-hmm.
One bitch that made plastic surgery, her best fucking friend, comes out, and now 60 other bitches making the same allegation.
Yeah.
We're not talking about an R. Kelly situation because that shit.
That shit's real. That shit's real.
He was fucking up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, but we're talking about a dude who the very first bitch that came out said that she was 14 years old and he raped her at the Playboy Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So hold up, bitch. Where the fuck was your mom and your daddy at while you were sneaking off to the Playboy Mansion at 14?
Yeah.
And once you got to the gates of the Playboy Mansion, who the fuck let you in?
Yeah. I'm just on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, because this is my thing. This is my thing. If he admitted it to it, right? How is he out of jail?
Exactly.
What happened? Like, I don't know what happened. The nigga admitted it to it. Okay, that means he pleaded guilty. That's how I look at it. I mean, that's how I look at it. He pleaded guilty. They sent the nigga off to prison. This nigga's outside right now eating fucking Checkers cheeseburgers and shit. Like, what happened? Nigga,
right.
What happened? He just admitted it to it. That's just like pleading guilty. How you plead guilty to something and get out? I don't understand how.
Exactly.
Like that's what I'm confused about.
You don't plead guilty to raping 60 women or fondling 60 women and get out 3 years later.
Get the fuck out. Like, I don't know what happened. We would never know. We would never know. Like, this is some of the shit, like, the way of the law, nigga. Like, why is nigga still in jail for weed? Nigga, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this nigga, if what my niggas is saying on this comment section is true, if that nigga admitted it to it, that means he pleaded guilty, right? Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Okay. Well, how is this nigga out here eating Sonic cheeseburgers? And I'm gonna say a different restaurant every time I say this shit.
Because whoever released him from jail knew it was all those charges were some bullshit.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just on the fence. That's like me admitting to murdering 4 people, and then a couple of years later, like, nah, we got him out. He good. Like, he didn't know what he was saying. That's basically how I looked at it. Like, Bill Cosby didn't know what he was saying. So he admitted to something that he didn't know, and they still got this nigga out.
I watched the video of the interview with the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was quite clear to me, but I don't know if it was clear to anybody else that this bitch was trying to force herself to cry on national TV.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was clear to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't believe he did it. Maybe I feel like all celebrities, you know, get away with a little something. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, Bill Cosby is a billionaire, and all of that shit was about money.
Yep. I feel you.
That's the bottom line.
Okay. I got you.
Bill Cosby fucked up when he tried to buy NBC.
You know what? That is the running theory that is going on right now. I'll tell you that much.
I'm gonna tell you why he fucked up. Mm-hmm. If you are an African American in America, and you're trying to buy one of the major white-owned networks, you got way too much money, which means you're gonna have way too much power if we give you this network.
Okay.
That's period. Point blank.
I got you.
Everybody saw the movie Malcolm X. Okay. When that nigga snapped his fingers and pointed his fucking index finger, and them niggas turned and moved, what did that white man say? That's too much power for one nigga to have.
One nigga to have. I got you. Hey,
and that's what that pulls down to.
I got a nigga trying to call in.
All right, do your thing, bro.
All right, man. Bet. All right, call in Mark Brown. I don't know how this damn battery's going dead on this damn iPad. But call it right now, Mark Brown. Let me see what you got to start about. Shit, I might find you. I might call your ass. Go ahead and call him, Mark Brown. I got you. The boy put the whole article up on that bitch. I won't put the thing on the charger till you call in. Oh, okay. There you go. All right. Yeah.
What's good?
What's up, my nigga? Smart Brown on the.
Hey, so for
all your listeners, man, like I posted in the comment section an article that talks about the technicality. So what happened is the DA asked Bill Cosby to participate in another case. They gave him an immunity deal because the testimony he was going to give would incriminate himself, right? So that DA did not go after Bill Cosby. It was the next one was like, oh, he said this, even though these statements were sealed. I'm going to use this to prosecute him. And that was the sole basis of the evidence that they used against Bill Cosby, plus the testimony of all the other women that came forward. He got out of jail because the Supreme Court said it's illegal for you to unseal and break an immunity deal. And the state agrees and says that, hey, we gave him this deal, you got to honor it. So this man spent that time in jail, got out on the technicality, not because he's innocent, but because of the technicality. And I'm going to clear your line, bro.
Okay. Yo. But you know what, though? That's something that we just didn't understand, though. You know what I'm saying, Mark Brown? Mark Brown would give you the facts, my nigga. I'm going to tell you what. And I'm glad that you call in and really specify that whole situation. And I got your track, too, nigga. I got it. I'm going to listen to it after the show. But, you know, hold on, quick. Let me put this back on the charger just in case somebody else want to call in. At the end of the day, man, you know, we just got to get all the facts. Period. You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, when that whole Bill Cosby thing came up, I checked into it for a minute. You know, everything was kind of just like, didn't make no sense. And then I kind of just backed out of it. You know what I'm saying? If I would have followed it, I probably wouldn't know the same thing that Mark Brown knows. And he just explained it right here on air. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he showed you what side used what. He said something, the other side used this, and then they try to flip that shit back on him. But at the end of the day, this nigga's out. So, you know, I mean, whether it's right or wrong, I don't really know. Like, the thing is, we wasn't there 50-something years ago. You know, that's crazy. Like, we wasn't there. The one thing about R. Kelly, though, that shit was in plain sight, and everybody just let that shit ride. That's why I think that's different. But I know that Bill Cosby did admit of everybody using those drugs back in those days, and you know, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure you talked to the Beatles or something. You know, I guarantee you, like, them niggas use all that shit. Hold on real quick, let me off my phone real quick. Alright, bet. Get back on this shit. Alright, so let's go to the next subject. What I got? Bobby Brown. Let's talk about the NBA real quick before we get into the last subject. Now, we all seen that. Let me see. We all seen that. The last couple of years. Well, I'm gonna say the last decade. That NBA players, especially the star players, they kind of get injured like very quickly. What's up, Quisha? They kind of get injured very, very, very quickly, right? I think this year we seen LeBron get hurt. We seen James Harden get hurt. I think Gaines just got hurt. Fucking Kyrie got hurt. Like, you know, and at the end of the day, they try to switch everything back. And before I get into it, Quisha, you missed all the good shit that I wanted you to listen to. You missed all the good shit. We talking about sports right now, but stay on. We're gonna talk about another black woman at the end of it, but I just hate that you just joined on so goddamn late. But thank you for joining on, though. But anyway, I think I have a real good reason why NBA stars and stuff are getting hurt. Okay, so back in the day, right, you didn't really see none of these injuries, like back in the Jordan era, back in the Magic Johnson era and everything, right? And I'm just going to do this real quick. If you got something to say, you can call in. It's cool. But I think it's just a difference of training when it comes to back in the Magic Johnson era and it comes to back in the Michael Jordan era, right? A lot of these niggas, hey, hold on. Hey, call right back. Let me get my point out. And then you can call right back, all right? Guzman, just call. Give me a chance, Guzman, to talk. And we'll call right back, all right? I'm just going to shut you down real quick. All right, but just call back after I say call back in. But anyway, this is my views, right? This is my views. The training is just totally different from back in the day to today. Period. Right? a lot of those NBA stars from back in the day, especially in the Magic Johnson era, and maybe some of the people in the Michael Jordan era, that these niggas had summer jobs. Like, they was working at steel mills and all that. Like, they weren't training like these players is today. Like, and I'm gonna go back to my nephew. My nephew, when he had that dream of being an NBA basketball player, we started training this nigga at like 5 years old. We was sending him to training camp, training camp, like all the camps. Like, we had bought trainers for him. Well, his parents had bought trainers for him and all this shit. I really think like these players today are getting overtrained. I think they're getting overtrained. Now look on IG and everything with these fake ass basketball trainers, right? They come up with all different type of training to train these basketball players. Like, they'll put a trash can in the middle of the goddamn the basketball floor or whatever, right? And the nigga be swiping the nigga with a broom. They use these strengthening belts and all that shit. Like, I really think that these NBA players today are getting overtrained, and I think during the training process it kind of really breaking their body down even more. And then when they get onto the basketball court to actually play a game, I mean, we talking about how many games they play? 80 something games, right? No, shit, more than that. No, they play about 80 something games, right? A season. And I think they body just break down, especially during this era, right? After the COVID situation happened, right? A lot of these games are back to back. They traveling from city to city. They don't really have no time to recover, recover their body. You know what I'm saying? So I really think, and I'm just judging off my nephew. When my nephew was 5, this nigga's like 23 years old now. But when my nigga was 5, we've been training this nigga. And I think that was kind of breaking down his body more, because now he don't give a fuck about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been training this nigga since he was 5. He ain't really had no social life, nothing like that. Now this nigga just want to go to college and he just want to go to college, drive around, smoke weed, and fuck with females. That's all he want to do now. You know what I'm saying? Because we fucking took his life away for all these years, breaking his body down. And I think that's the issue that we got going on with NBA players today. All these Instagram basketball coaches and all these training camps, I think that's really ruining the player more than anything. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, Guzman, call back in. Let me see what you got. Let me see what you got, Guzman. Oh, waiting on you, Guzman. Okay, you know what? I'll call you back, nigga. How about that?
I ain't give me a chance to call.
Yeah, I know, right? All
right.
How you feel, man?
All right, so here it is. Here it is. I get what you're saying, but I kind of disagree with you because, okay, think about the names. Let's talk about the people that got hurt this year. Okay. Let's go by the list. Mm-hmm. Anthony Davis. Uh-huh. Kyrie Irving. Mm-hmm. Right? These are people that get hurt on a regular basis, no matter what.
Accident prone.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Some people just don't take care of themselves properly. Look at whatchamacallit, Harden. Mm-hmm. You much of a basketball player as I am, as a fan as I am. So James Harden has never ever gone to a season like he did this year, and I get it. He was disgruntled. He wanted to get out of Houston. He did things to purposely get out of there. Mm-hmm. So now all of a sudden he goes to Brooklyn. He's happy, but he realized he's not in shape that he needs to be. So he did a little extra to get himself in shape, and look what happened: pulled hamstring. Yeah. James Harden has never been hurt as much as he did this year. A lot of people didn't prepare themselves like they did. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's like LeBron James. LeBron James have spoiled us. Yeah, he did. Because the man dedicates himself to his body like nobody does.
It took him 37
with,
years.
Russell Wilson and Tom Brady. Yeah. That's why these guys still play the way they play, because they take care of their body. Some people don't take care of their body the way they're supposed to. And if they did, they wouldn't have the issue. Basketball is a hard game. 82 games a year.
But hold on, though.
It's hard.
But hold on, though. I really think everybody's different, though. Like, okay, we in the Army, right? Okay, we in the Army. one nigga can run a 2 mile 12 minutes, the other nigga gonna run a 2 mile 18 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's really how much you train. I think it's just like that nigga can run whatever. He can run 10 miles for no reason, right?
Okay, so did he work on it? Did he work on it?
Yeah,
though?
but
he probably worked on it.
And I think, I'm
gonna add another point to that. Go ahead.
And I think anybody can run a 2 mile 12 minute, but I still think it will affect a different person's body differently. I think we can train to run 2 miles in 13 minutes, but it's one nigga that can naturally run 2 miles in 13 minutes and nothing happen to him. I just really think
some people just have that natural ability.
So and I'm
right. Some of it's not given.
But off like me seeing my nephew grow up for the last fucking 20 years training, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of fucking training. Like and like it's no break in the body. That's what I'm saying. It's no break to rest the body. That's what I'm saying, right? And with these new trainers and I think that's the new scam. Personal trainers is new scam to me. I don't give a fuck anybody say. Nigga, you ain't got to be in shape to be a personal trainer.
Some of them are, yeah. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them, right? But at the end of the day, like, and I know you see it, man, because I think we follow the same sports pages, the fucking IG pages. These fucking basketball trainers, they just doing too much, nigga. It's like, whoa, like, you got to, nigga, work on this nigga shooting game and all that. You got this nigga running through sand.
Yeah, like Ben Simmons.
Yeah, nigga, you gotta run through sand, dribbling a fake ass basketball, then running on concrete, then running back, fighting against trash cans. What are we doing here, nigga? Like, what are we?
Those are people trying to be good idea fairies, man. That's not.
Yeah. It is not.
No, but I'm saying, but you gotta. It's up to you to understand what your body.
Yes.
What your body's for, because some people workouts for some people is different.
Yes, you're right.
You know, but you gotta, but at the same time, you have to dedicate yourself. Because I mean, basketballs are very demanding. I mean, all pro sports is demanding. That's why they get paid the amount of money they get paid, because the amount of sacrifice it takes to get to that level.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But like some people are just not taking themselves. They take care of themselves properly. Like I said, like Anthony Davis is a perfect example. The man does not take care of himself the way he's supposed to. So you know, that's why the man can never complete a full season.
Yeah,
because he doesn't take care of himself the way he needs to. You know, but you got other people like James Harden who never. This is the first time he's ever been hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and that's because he came in out of shape.
Yeah.
But normally he would be in shape and he'll play the whole season without no problem.
But damn, that nigga had two other superstars.
It's just your dedication to your fitness. Fitness is a part of the game.
Yeah. All right.
You know, man. Same thing with NFL players. There's NFL players that never got hurt. Okay. It's unbelievable as that is.
Stay on the line real quick while we go to the last topic. Sha'Carri, the female.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How you feel?
Yeah, that pissed me off. That's why when you asked for topics, I had to throw that one in, because that is ridiculous. That I mean, I get it. Yeah. I mean, first of all, she smoked weed, great. But number one, she smoked it in the state where it's legal. That's number one. And number two, it's not an enhancing drug. It's not steroids. It's not going to make you faster. She's already fast even before she even smoked the weed. Yeah. Yes, okay. She was going through a tough time. The man, she found out her mom died by a dang reporter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what she found out, her mom died.
Yeah.
And then she still had to show face and play fake in front of us.
Yep.
And go out and perform. And that was her way of taking care, you know, dealing with it. Was it the right decision? No, but is it worth her, you know, taking opportunity away from her that we know she's gonna achieve? No. I mean, you know, and that's and that's not right. You know, now the one thing I will say too is a lot of people were saying this stuff, but they're wrong. They were comparing that to Michael Phelps, which is wrong, because Michael Phelps, he smoked weed, but he smoked weed after the Olympics.
Yes.
So
and they still punish him.
So that's not a fair comparison.
They still punish him, but it wasn't during Olympic time either, though. I got you.
But yeah, I mean, but like, okay, like, so, like all of a sudden this became an issue now that she broke a world record, and we know what she's going to accomplish in the Olympics. That's just my thing. Same thing with Bill Cosby. Just like my people that called earlier said, like, you know, the man was on the verge of buying CBS and becoming a powerful person, and all of a sudden this stuff just comes out just like that. Like, some of this media stuff is really a convenience to damage somebody else for whatever agenda is going on out in the you know, backstage.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, it's fucked up. I mean, she'll still be able to compete based on the suspension. She'll still be able to compete in the 4x relay, and I'm pretty sure she'll do great over there.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Hold on, I didn't know that.
She'll be able to compete for the 4x4 relay.
Okay,
but she won't be able to do the 100 meters.
But why?
And that's the one everybody wants to see, because she's the one because she'll still be during that event. She'll still be suspended. But that's the event that she broke the world record. She's currently right now the fastest woman in the world.
Yeah, I got you. But why she is able to compete in those events and not the other events and not that one event?
Because the length is a suspension.
Oh,
because she's not being banned from the entire Olympics.
I got you. She's not getting banned from the entire
Olympics. It's like a month, so she'll be able to compete still in the 4x4.
After that month is over, that's when the 4x4 and all that shit start. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Okay. Which is, because I ain't gonna lie, I was looking forward to see her race against Shelly-Ann Frazier, the girl from Jamaica.
Okay,
I wanted to see that race because those two girls are ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And now that's getting taken away from me and everybody else that was looking forward to that Olympics. You know what I mean? And for marijuana, like, come on, man, marijuana is become a prescribed medication.
Yeah, they need to.
You know what I mean? And I don't think it should be at this. The punishment for smoking marijuana should not be at the level that it is. That's something that the review board needs to fix. Not just the Olympics, but all sports.
Right.
I mean, alcohol is worse than marijuana.
Yeah, I guess
it's been proven. So why are we being so harsh on that? Well, she didn't take, like I said, she didn't take a sports enhancing drug. She's not doing it. She was going through a tough time, and that was her way of dealing with it.
I got you, man.
But it's not to the point where it's affecting her performance.
I got you, man. I got you. Like, I'm totally with you on that one. But
yeah,
at the end of the day,
I think I'm talking enough. Go ahead.
Nah, at the end of the day, you good. At the end of the day, man, if me and you was Olympic fucking athletes, right? Rules are rules, nigga. Like I hate that weed is still even a factor, period, in the world. I really do, right? Because when I retired in a year and a half, I'm high every fucking day, nigga. Like, you call me, I'm high, nigga. Like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like, us in the me and you, right? We in the Army. Our job require us to get piss tests every goddamn month for one, and sometimes twice a month, right? So when a soldier get pissed hot, we gotta look at him like you knew, nigga, we was gonna get piss tests, nigga. Like, we do this shit all the time, right? No matter what you're going through in life, you're gonna have to, like, sacrifice that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I hate that this is even a factor because it is just weed. But the second thought, like, damn, me going to the Olympics, I would have just I had to leave that shit alone. I would have had to. Like, yo, I'm already in the front page and everything in the world, like the fastest human being. Let me not do anything to kind of like fuck this up until after I win this gold medal in fucking what we going to Japan this time? What is Japan? Yeah.
Yeah.
They be not doing anything to fuck this up for my mama and all this shit, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, weed ain't shit, but they gonna test for it and then make it seem like it's shit. Period.
Yeah, I know. Rules are rules. And like she even admitted, she said she knew what she did was wrong. But she felt she was in a situation where that was the best thing for her to do. So, you know what I mean? So fortunately, it's, she's getting suffering the punishment for it. I just don't think it should be at the level that it is.
I got you.
If anything, they could have fined her or something. Fine or anything like that. But don't take away the opportunity.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Because she's still getting supported by her sponsors, Nike. Nike still like,
Nike like, fuck it, like, we here because they know if Nike would have dropped
Nike don't care.
But Nike got in trouble with dropping that girl that was pregnant. That's why they like, you know what? We gonna still support her. You know.
Oh yeah, Alison Felix. Yeah.
But hey, man, thanks for calling in, my nigga.
I don't know, man. I just think they could have punished her a different way. Don't take the opportunity. Don't take the opportunity away.
And then blast her on social media.
Yeah, and they're trying to make it like she's a bit. And that's another thing too. Speaking of her, there's a lot of people that on social media that are really like come at her wrong, like saying about her. Oh well, this don't even look like a woman. Like
crazy.
Being disrespectful. Like, how you gonna say that about somebody? Like, bro, like, like she looks like a woman. She's just a woman that's in the peak physical condition. But for the people to say, oh man, this is what we supporting. Why would we supporting somebody that looks like this? I'm like, yo, some people are really ignorant. Some people don't really check themselves or stop hating just because they're in a position that you would like to be.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Hey, man, thanks for calling, man. I'm about to shut this down, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Thanks for calling, my nigga. Love ya.
All right, man. Well, look. Next topic. Go ahead.
No, that's the end of it. You got it.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna shut it down though, Dan. Come up down shit about my damn battery about to go dead on my iPad.
All right, man. Love your show like always, brother.
All right, man. I'll catch you next weekend. Yep. But hey, man, thanks for everybody for tuning in, man. I think my views on the Sha'Carri situation, man. Me being in the army, the only thing that sucks is regs, niggas. It sounds stupid. It's stupid. But at the end of the day, you get caught up with it, like that's what they're gonna throw at you. You know, I think at that point of her career, and I know her mama passed, my mama passed, and everything. A couple of years ago, I couldn't resort to the weed because I knew that was gonna fuck up my career. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, thanks for everybody for tuning in, man. That's just my views on it. I think she should have stayed strong with it and fucking just rocked out with the Olympics. But at the end of the day, man, I can't tell. I don't know what other people is going through. You know, I don't know how they can handle things. You know what I'm saying? So I handle things a little differently, but I think, she was right and wrong at the same time. I don't care about the weed too much. I think that shit about to be decriminalized at the end of the day. So we need to go ahead and work on that. And I think, like Guzman said, I think we should just find her. Just get it over with, shut the shit down, and just find her ass. And then she going to compete into all the events. I don't think it's that serious anymore. I mean, just look at the way that the world is going right now when it comes to cannabis and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you already know what you should do and should not do in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm always going to support that girl. That girl's the fastest human in the world, even off the weed. So I don't know why they even tripping about it anyway. But I'm always going to support her. Just because she's a black woman, I'm going to fucking support her. You know what I'm saying? Period. And I'm going to continue to watch the Olympics for other black athletes. I know a lot of people want to protest the Olympics, but we still got other black athletes that's still competing in the Olympics. All right? So we need to jump on it to support them. You know? She's going to get her time to shine when it comes to the 4x4 relay and all that stuff, just like Guzman said, once her suspension is over. But, I'm on the fence about her situation, too. You know, she's in the spotlight. And, you got to play by the game, man. That's the one thing I learned about the military, man. You got to play the game. Because at the end of the day, they're going to use those rules against you to get you the fuck up out of there. All right? But I'm going to shut this show down, man. I got other things to do tonight. All right? Thanks, everybody, for supporting me, man, and fucking calling in tonight, man, to make this show still go about an hour and stuff like that. Thanks for all the callers. Thanks, Mark Brown. Thanks, Guzman, for calling in. Thanks, my nigga Roger, a.k.a. Mississippi, and my D member for calling in tonight, man, to keep this show rolling, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there. Stay safe over the weekend with the 4th of July and everything. Hey, hit me up. If y'all got any fucking subjects or topics that y'all want me to talk about next week, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we had a crew back in here next week. But, I just ran this shit dolo tonight. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Everybody got life things going on, but the show must go on. It must go on. You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to DJ VI and Shay Love. You know what I'm saying? I know they out there doing their thing. I know DJ VI just hopped on. You know what I'm saying? What's up, my nigga? When I'm about to shut this bitch down, man, continue on my night. And everybody continue on your night. And enjoy your fucking weekend, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, do you be you, stay you, man. MID podcast, man. We up out this bitch. If I close this bitch down, I didn't end it right. Let me get this bitch. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. We up out this bitch.